Welcome, one and all, to the first ever Power Up Digital Games Conference. My name's Jesse Collins, and I'm going to be your host this week for the festivities and the events going on in this Discord server. I want to start by thanking every one of you for joining us tonight, and those that will continue to join throughout the week as well. We have a lot to talk about, so let's jump right in. Let's take a look here. Okay, so first things first, everyone in here, a lot of you have already registered for the conference. Feel free to register if you have not. It's simple as go into the website, this website in the chat server here, and it's the zetabyte.npr.wordpress.com/conference. That is going to be the easiest way to be up front. You'll get your own color, you'll get your own everything, and you'll be first to be informed when and if we decide to do this again. So besides all of that, let's talk semantics here. Power Up Digital Games Conference. I decided to do this conference to be able to give words of wisdom to those that are willing to listen. This is my way of giving back to the game development community, the indie community, and so on. As of now 2 minutes ago, to basically the end of next Sunday, we're going to have continued discussions, constant movement. This is going to be questions asked at different intervals throughout the days. The first 5 days we'll have guest speakers, which is always great, but we'll also have the background official discussions that will be opening up as soon as the opening ceremonies are done. So besides all of that, you guys know that the server is here, and besides all of that, I need you guys to let everyone else you know about this. I need you guys to go to your Twitter, to your Facebook, to your social media, tell your friends at work, tell those that anyone that enjoys video games will enjoy this conference. Whether it's just to listen to the talkers or to actually enjoy the discussions amongst each other. Besides all that, we're also running a GoFundMe. The GoFundMe is in the chat here. It is gofundme.com/PUDGC. This is actually going to be a big charity. I hope that everyone takes a look at this. It goes to several great causes. Besides going to a little bit to go back into the conference itself, we'll also be giving 40% of all the proceeds to the IGDA Foundation. They're an offshoot of the International Game Developers Association. They are actually meant to serve the developers directly. They have a lot of different things like grants and so on. So we want to help them out. Another of the big ones is 20% will go to the Able Gamers Foundation. They are to help gamers with disabilities. Anything that can cause you some sort of problem or anything like that could be considered a disability. So always great. Besides all of that, 10% of it will go to Operation Supply Drop, which is they get entertainment over to the U.S. troops, which is always nice. 10% will go to Child's Play. They help out over 100 different hospitals, and they help out children in the hospitals and children's hospitals themselves. So besides all that, this is just also meant to help us out. We want to make this better next time. We want to do more than what we have right now. Besides all that, if you guys have not already checked the schedule is officially posted to the website. And and I have made it really easy. It is actually in a completely openable by anyone spreadsheet via Google Docs. Unfortunately, the spreadsheet format really does not mesh well with WordPress, so we are currently just going to use it this way. Let's take a look here. We got Monday. Monday, you'll also see the discussion topics on each side, but besides that, you'll see the speakers. Just on Monday itself, we have Renee Gittins from Stumbling Cat. They have a Kickstarter that was just funded for their game Potions. Rupert Megnott is joining us multiple times on Monday, well, today I should say. He is the Chief Experience Officer for Burnout Game Ventures. He is very knowledgeable and full of wisdom. He helps incubate and bring companies together to be very useful and very helpful. One of our big major guests is Frank O'Connor. He is the 343 Industries Creative Director. All I gotta say is the word Halo. Just a simple Halo. Richie Bisso is the president at Hyperkinetic Games. He is actually an awesome guy. They just had a successful Kickstarter as well called Epic Tavern. That game just is an amazing looking game. I have no words. It's the kind of game that I know that I would play. If you switch over to Tuesday we have Austin Smith. He is a designer with Blazing Griffin. He wants to talk about the history of indie games. Gregory McMurton, if you've heard of the game Consortium, they just had a successful Fig crowdfunding with their sequel to it called Consortium the Tower. John O'Neill is also joining us. Sparkplug Games just put out a game as well, Mech Runner, and they're actually currently working on Firefly Online. Yes, Firefly, like the early 2000s TV show. Greg Zeschuk is one of our major speakers. He is actually a huge name in the industry because he was the co-founder of BioWare. He was the vice president of BioWare for a very long time until he retired. He has plenty of wisdom to be able to share with the rest of us. Jess Brummer is with Burnout Studios. They actually do assets for games, and they are awesome. I work alongside them with Zetabyte Marketing, and they make some good quality assets. Terry Nagy is going to be joining us immediately after that, and he's actually with Apogee Games. You would know them a little better as Rise of the Triad and the original Duke Nukem games. Oh, hey, look at that. There's my favorite person in the conference. Hey, it's me. I'm going to be speaking Indie Marketing for Noobs. Definitely check it out. It's going to be a great speech. All about marketing for those that just don't know. Greg and Gregory from Greg Zeschuk and Gregory McMurton are going to actually interview each other and talk about Consortium and different games like that. Billy Joe Kane is he's been around the block. He's done a lot of games. If you've ever played the games Wing Commander, always great. Hey, look, it's Rupert again. Rebecca Heineman, she is the CEO of Old School. They actually have the game The Bard's Tale 3. She wrote and produced it. Connor Van Dyke and Gabriel Orlandelli, they are both awesome guys I work alongside at Major Games. They put out a game last year called Bit Evolution, but they also are working on a game called Vectra Mirror. Basically, Tron with free running. It is so cool. It is a great game. Check it out. Dave Vogt is the designer on Ludicrous, or he's the designer for the Ludicrous ones. They've put out a couple of indie games out there that are awesome. And if we move over to Thursday, we'll have Rupert again, because Rupert has so many different talks here. Here we go. George Droge is a journalist with Scene World magazine. Chris Pushak is going to talk to us about virtual reality peripherals. Russell De Maria is with De Maria Studio. He is also the co-founder of Prima Games Strategy Guides. If we move over to Friday, we got two more talkers, Kate Edwards with the IGDA and Mike Mika at Other Ocean. We should have some others that are tentative, but for now, that's our main people. Let's move on over. I want to also mention that we're going to be doing an absolute ton of freebies, including games that have been donated, gracefully donated, by several of our developers that are speaking, including #iDarb, the Apogee Throwback Pack, Rise of the Triad, a whole bunch of Apogee games. Bit Evolution, donated by Major Games. Mech Runner, donated by John O'Neill. And I have an absolute ton of leftover Humble Bundle codes and stuff that I'm just going to throw out in here. So keep an eye out. We will open up freebies and codes every time that we do a giveaway. I think I'm going to do a couple immediately after this talk, so keep an eye out. If anyone would like to do this is actually the invite link for the now dedicated Discord server. We have a VIP server and a dedicated link as of the past couple of days, so tell everyone about it this week. And when you do it on Twitter and Facebook, definitely do #PUDGC. PUDGC right into the chat there. Besides all of that, I just want to also thank you again. Thank everyone here again. You guys are awesome. You guys are going to make this a success. We will be, in theory, recording every single one of the speakers here. Every single one of the text discussions. We're going to try to record everything. That way those that missed it because of work or life can check it out another time. And it'll be archived and able to be seen later. That's still TBA. We're not sure how we're going to upload it. It may just be a YouTube or something. We'll figure it out from there. I will keep everyone informed in the announcements text channel. Now, just so everyone knows how this works, you guys all did great in the main stage here. This is exactly how the talks will be. Every speaker will be assigned a voice channel and a text channel that matches it. So what we can actually do is when, say for instance, say Rupert Magnot is speaking, he would be assigned a guest speaker stage and then the matching text channel, and if he chose to do it as a lecture, he would speak just like this and people could respond on the text channel, or sometimes they'll actually be muted for people to be able to watch but not actually join in the discussion, depending on what's going on and who's speaking. So every single speaker has a different method, and every single speaker will be done a little bit differently. What we will actually do, though, is we'll let everyone know a few moments beforehand where each speaker will be attending. Just so you know, so you understand, everyone should scroll over to the hashtag rules text channel. We have some simple rules. Please read them. They are law. Announcements are going to be posted for everyone. This is a flow of letting people know. Freebies and codes we will open up for each giveaway and then close it when the giveaways are not being done. Main discussion is anything to do with the Power Up Digital Games Conference. And here we go. Alright, so the main discussion will be anything to do with the conference itself. Game discussion hall will be anything to do with video games in general. Off-topic discussion is anything that isn't a video game. Or anything at all. Journalists are free to be able to discuss journalism and talk about the anything they want as long as it's the journalists in there. The main stage and the second stage are obviously, but then I have just opened up the official discussion channel. This is going to be a place where the actual discussion topics will be posted each time. So keep an eye out, join in the discussion. We will, it'll be constant. Every so often a new discussion topic will change and then it'll just keep on going. For everything else though, I think I've covered everything here. Oh, and Rupert, if you would love to, go right ahead. But besides everything, we will be getting started momentarily, probably in the next 15 minutes. You should see the first official discussion topic show up. But beforehand, I'm going to do a freebies and codes as soon as I get off the audio here. For everyone else, feel free to join into the front lobby. Where it is actually free for everyone to join in and talk amongst themselves. I will be in there for a little while myself, and otherwise, enjoy the conference. Everyone. That's mandatory. As long as you're here, enjoy it. Other than that, have a great night, folks. Let's do this. Let's make this successful.